Om Shanti, 14th April 1977. Today, Bap Dada is seeing the portrait of the fortune of each child. Each one has prepared his own portrait according to his own capacity. The speciality of spirituality is indeed in any portrait. A portrait filled with spirituality shows any soul the path of the spiritual father. Just as a beautiful portrait painted by a Lokik person reminds others of the Creator, so too, who is the creator of this portrait? In the same way, a spiritual portrait, that is, a portrait of elevated fortune, automatically attracts others towards the Father who created it. Your fortune automatically reminds others of God who created your fortune. Have you created a portrait of such an elevated fortune? A spiritual fortune means a walking, moving lighthouse. The duty of a lighthouse is to show everyone the true path. So what wonder will all these walking, moving lighthouses perform? Have you become this, or are you still making plans to become this? This time Bap Dada has come to take the results. The study is not taught at the time of examination days, but an exam is taken of what you all have already studied. So Bap Dada has also taught you a lot through thoughts, words and action, and now he will see the results. Is each one of you content with your results? Have you checked yourself? According to the time, have you made yourself a visible example in front of the world? Many types of examples are given to clarify something in particular. However, out of all the examples, the most elevated example is a practical, visible example. So have you become such that anyone who sees you experiences that the one who taught you or made you is the Almighty Authority Father? A practical, visible example is an easy and elevated method to reveal the Father. Have you adopted this method? You have celebrated the year of revelation, but have you made yourself into a practical example? Is it easy or difficult? To be a practical example means to constantly have the awareness of who you are and who you belong to. Is this difficult? Who finds it difficult to remember themselves? It can be difficult to keep in your awareness your temporary part for a temporary period. When a female plays a part of a male, then while playing her part, she would sometimes fall back into the awareness of being a female. However, the original form can never be forgotten. So whatever you are, whoever you belong to, wherever you belong, that is, the eternal original form, the eternal Father and the eternal place, not temporary. Is it easy or difficult to keep the awareness of the eternal? To give the practical result means to stabilize yourself in the eternal form. But even then, you still forget. In fact, it should be difficult to forget. The form that you bring into your awareness, having forgotten yourself, is not the eternal form. It is the form of the middle period. The middle period means the copper age onwards, and so it is with great difficulty that you should remember the form of the middle period. That is not the real form, that is unreal. Bap Dada has come to take the result, especially of the older ones, of those who have invoked Baba through their complaints. For the old ones, to invoke Baba means to remain ready to give their results, because Bap Dada has already told you. You tell the new ones who come that for Baba to come means to have courage to die alive, because Baba comes to take us back or to transform the old world. In any case, when you call the Father, you have to remain ready to give your results. So, you are ready to take the paper? Are you not? Are you unshakable on seeing the upheaval of the transformation of the world? Do you consider yourselves to be instrument to bring about upheaval, or are you still caught up in your own upheaval? Should Bap Dada take a test to make you fluctuate? Will you remain unshakable or will you fluctuate? Are you ready or ever ready? What is the result? Do you still fluctuate in the little limited test papers that come? Test through your own sanskars. Test through your own waste thoughts. Test due to lacking a particular power. Tests that come in harmonizing your sanskars with others. Or are you unshakable? An unlimited paper means a paper through the eternal elements. Test through the upheaval of the world. Test through the unlimited environment. Test papers through the impure and tamopradhan vibrations and atmosphere of the unlimited world. Are you ready to take such an unlimited paper? First is the paper of the self from the self. Is the paper which comes from the small world of Brahmins or through the sanskar of Brahmins a mock exam or a real exam? They have the exams every 6 months or 12 months. Have you given the limited test paper and passed? Should the unlimited paper begin now? In this way, check yourself as to whether you have become worthy to claim pass marks or to pass with honors in the test of any subject. Do you understand what you have to do? You are very much afraid. Who are you afraid of? You are afraid of the little bubbles of Maya which are there in front of you one moment but not there in the next moment. Even little children are not afraid of bubbles. They play with them. They are not afraid of them. Those who are Master Almighty authorities play with the bubbles. They are not afraid of them. Acha, Baba will continue to tell you more later. Acha, to the walking, moving lighthouses, to those who make your portrait through the image of your fortune, to those who reveal the Father at every moment, to those who are ever ready in every situation at every moment, to those who become the visible example and inspire others, to such children who are constantly Mahavir children, love, remembrance and Namaste.